Hey everybody, welcome back to another stream. Tonight we're going to be playing one of the best games I have played in a long time. The Messenger. Now, disclaimer, I have never played a Ninja Gaiden game. Ever. I don't really think I've ever played anything like it either, so it's odd that I like this game. But I've fallen in love with it. I've only played it... Let's see. I've only played it for like 2 hours, I think. Yeah, an hour and 52 minutes. But we're not going to be starting off on that file. We're actually going to be creating our own new game. I'm going to be doing 2 playthroughs of this game. My original file I'm going to keep ahead of. And this file we're going to be playing on stream separately. Tonight we'll probably catch up to the first file, if I'm being honest. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And after this, we'll probably be doing some more One Finger Death Punch. Just do another 10-20 minute playthrough of that because it's dragging on too long. To be quite honest, I don't know if I'll finish it. I might just get sick of it before I finish it. But anyway, let's start this. I'm just going to do TDK for the Demon Kingdra, because I already have one with my initials. And yes. Alright. Another day and still no sign of this so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but all we do now is memorize boring prophecies. Demon Army this and Magic Scroll that, nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? Let me turn down my volume. Okay. I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Yeah, like that ever worked out well for anyone. Gather around everyone, history lesson is about to begin. Oh great, another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. And tutorial. Which, you know, I already know more than the average Joe starting the game for the first time. But you can slash dummies to death. That's all you need to do. That's the game right there. I guess I should point out this is actually free on Twitch Prime. Actually, no, it's not. It ended last night. January 31st. Whoops. You could have gotten this for free. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step technique. Jump, hit, jump. So yeah, you can double jump in this game only if you hit something before you jump. Right now, until you get a upgrade, you can only double jump if you hit these little, I don't know, wooden torch things. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you, but let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they ever arise, like right now, speak of the devil, or the demons. They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us. Watch out! And everybody's dead except for me. I am truly the chosen hero. And look, it's the demon from Doom. Are you really all they've got? And then the Western hero comes flying in on a hawk. Very not what I imagined a hero, but I guess it works. Are you The Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. As you look like the most capable around here, I have a task of utmost importance for you. Take this scroll, carry it across the islands. You need to reach Glacial Peak's summit. There's 3 sages will be waiting for you. Where 3 sages will be waiting for you. But who are you, and why is this scroll important? You'll find answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through the Autumn Hills. Godspeed, messenger! So, we got the scroll. This is essentially the plot of the game. You have been chosen to be the messenger, tasked with carrying the scroll across your cursed world. Yep, plot of the game right there. That's all we need, honestly, because the gameplay is what abso-fucking-lutely makes this game. I mean, the characters make this game, and so does the music, but the gameplay is the bread and butter. Level 1, Autumn Hills. So we have yet to meet... I mean, you might think the messenger is, you know, a pretty cool character and all, but we have yet to meet the actual good characters. In my opinion, at least. And I mean, you're already getting a good taste of how awesome the music can be. But rest assured, it won't be long until we meet some of the best characters in the game. And it's gonna take me a minute to get used to everything here because I'm so used to having upgrades. So I'm playing a little handicapped right now. Like, I keep expecting to be able to slash through the fire there because I have an upgrade that allows me to do so in my main file. And I quickly keep forgetting that I don't have that. That's okay. Oh yeah, I don't have... Okay. Yep. Alright, so we're about to meet my favorite character in the game. So far. Granted, I've only played 2 hours, but this is my absolute favorite character in the game so far. The Shopkeeper. Usually the most bland character in most games, but in this game, my absolute favorite. Let's see why. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. It doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyways, so I'm this mystic character who will be mentoring and supporting you on your epic quest to save the world. All you need to do is take the scroll to the top of the faraway mountain. There will be 3 sages from my order who will be waiting for you. Your order, slow down, it was way too much text in one dialogue box. Look, just keep going eastwards and make sure you grab all these time shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one is on the house, enjoy. And we got the climbing claws. The dialogue between these 2 characters, I love it so much. They have the best conversations in the game, and you don't even know why yet. So we got the climbing claws, which is basically just I think in the original Ninja Gaiden, because I've seen some streamers play it, the original Ninja Gaiden a lot. I think that was just a normal ability you had from the very beginning of the game. You didn't really get upgrades in the original, I guess. But I shouldn't be comparing these 2 games. They are 2 different games with many similarities. So anyway, we can upgrade here. You can already see what we can upgrade. If I go out and grab 2 more shards, I can get the energy shuriken. But I'm not going to do that yet. I can already get the Strike of the Ninja, attack projectiles, and you can even cloud step across them. That's going to be very useful because, knowing me, I'm going to forget I don't have the upgrades and end up falling into a pit because I'm expecting a double jump. What do you want to know about? Climbing claws. So, climbing claws. Oh yeah, you can press against walls to cling to them and climb at your leisure. Makes sense. The way everything looks, it just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes. That's why John Gaiden invented them decades ago. Nice little hints, or nod towards the original game. Who's John Gaiden? Never mind, just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. I don't get it. Some will. Alright, what is this place? Seriously, where are we? Curious are we? In time you will come to realize that the question is not where, but when. Awkward silence. That's it? Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you just have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back to the action anyway? Just buy a health grade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. What do you want to chat about? Any stories to share? Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There was once a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came where his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, I can't read." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out in the streets looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one who wished there was a tea house in the small town, so he opened up his own. It really picked up, so he built many more, and became rich in the process. One day his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you become a millionaire without being able to know how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Oh, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. More like the long version of when life gives you lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some of my clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. Oh, it's so worth talking to him and asking him to tell you a story every single time. He is such a great character. Well written, and there's another really good character like that we're probably going to meet soon enough. Maybe. I don't know, it really depends on when I'm going to meet him. I actually have to die to meet him, and for those of you who have played this game, you know exactly which character I am talking about, and you probably love him just as much as I do. Not to assume his gender or anything. Yeah, I love the fourth wall breaks in this game. They're great. Well, I love fourth wall breaks in general, as you all may know by my love for Deadpool. I just love games that don't give a shit. I think that's it. I really just think that's it. So we get some save points every now and then that don't have the portal way for the shop, which is understandable, I guess. You don't want to give us too many opportunities to upgrade. I don't know. Nice little thing to point out here. When you go underwater, the music changes to a more, I don't know, muffled music, and I fucking love the little detail they put into it. But as I was saying. What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh well. I'm sure it'll come up. Oh yeah. For the most part, each level is gonna have two save points. One with the shop at the beginning, and then the second save point just saves and nothing else. These levels, I wouldn't say are too long. I'm 2 hours into the game, and I think I've gone through, I don't know, maybe 6 levels or so? This is a pretty lengthy game from what I've read on how long to beat. So that's good. Because, like I said, I love this game. It's got also the perfect level of difficulty. I came into this expecting it to be super hard, you know, because I've heard Ninja Gaiden games are well known for their fucking ridiculous difficulty. And, I'm glad that I wasn't bombarded with ridiculous difficulty levels right off the gate. The difficulty levels in this game are perfect. It's not too easy, but it brings a good challenge. And I'm already being proven wrong with me saying, oh, there's only 2 save points per level. So I clearly misremembered. So we can't chat to him anymore. We've already chatted to him enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the recovery jump, the second wind. Because if I don't, this basically has classic Ninja Gaiden and classic Castlevania controls where if I get hit, I get knocked back and can't control myself until I land on the ground. Meaning, if I'm jumping over a pit and get knocked in midair, I'm going to fall directly into the pit without any chance to save myself. So the second wind is going to help a lot. I don't have too many uses for the shuriken so far, so please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you, the cabinet is off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. You think you can just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place? There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Hey, don't touch. It's empty anyway. Don't make me lock it. I just like the idea of the messenger just standing there, slowly reaching for the cabinet, putting his hand on the handle, and then like the shopkeeper's just like, no, don't do it. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use in the outside world, and maybe, I don't know, save humanity? If you touch that again, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're going to touch that again. You asked for it, don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, I'm not reading all this. Said I'm not reading all this. Trust me, this is actually kind of long, and it's very philosophical, but it's a good read. Now, I don't know whether that was cheesy or insightful or even just annoying, but I need to optimize my own life. That implies that you stop trying to open my cabinet, so I really hope I bored you to death. Wow. Good thing I didn't read all that, because I can't fucking read. Oh yeah, I got my upgrade. Okay. Okay, so these enemies you only see in this portion of the game, if I remember correctly. Or for at least the 2 hours and the 6 levels I went through. They don't really hurt you. I think they're just there to give you an extra jump. That's really it. Nice little use, I guess. Ah, fuck. Oh! Fucking love it. Just being able to save yourself in midair by just attacking things. He's giving wisdom and life advice because we wouldn't stop fucking trying to open his cabinet. Oh, sounds like I'm gonna need a Red Bull. Maybe we're gonna take a quick break in a minute, and I'm gonna grab a Red Bull. Not like I need to be anywhere tomorrow or anything. Oh yeah, I also like how you still get paid for the enemies that just decide to jump off a cliff and kill themselves. Ah! Thought I was gonna be badass and time that well. Another save points. Yeah, I definitely remembered wrong. But that's okay. Not like it's an important detail or anything. So yeah, this right here is where I died the first time, and I actually died multiple times here because the blue rhino, don't know his official name, would throw something, hit me at the right point, and I would go into the pit. I did not have the second wind ability. So when I finally did, like, learn some patience and got that, I realized the next time I went to the shop that I am a fool because I did not get the second wind ability. So I learned my lesson the hard way. Anyway, you might notice there's branching paths every now and then. And if you're an explorer like me, you might find something a little special. Like this. Now, I don't know what they do, arguably. There are like 45 of them in the game, and they will do something for you. Don't know what it is. Don't care. I'm collecting them. So, it seems you're one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean the thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional. Optical? But if you're the kind of adventurer that likes to go for an extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Oh right, I forgot he hinted. Anyway, I'll be up in my shop. I forgot he hints that, it might give you an overpower upgrade, which, let's be honest, if it's highlighted text like that, it's definitely gonna fuck me. I can't believe this is the first place I died. It's definitely gonna be an overpower upgrade. I could have ridden that top platform, but... Alright. So, my second favorite character in the game. He's arguably, like, my favorite character, but I love the shopkeeper a lot. Anyway, it's this little guy. I can't remember his name. What happened? I almost died just there. Strictly speaking, you did. Huh? But how? My name's Quarble. Quarble? At your service. I'm the one I'm the one you never would have met had you any skills. The gist of it is, I have a magic ring that allows me to control space and time. So whenever you're about to die, I will appear to stop everything and teleport you back to the last checkpoint. Okay, what's the catch? Well, for one, you will still feel agonizing pain every single time. Also, I'm keeping track of your debt in my little notepad. So I'll stick around to steal your loot until we're even, or I am bored. I mean, I can let you die if you prefer. It seems we have a deal. Glad we see eye to eye. Eye to eyes. Carry on then. He, just like the shopkeeper, is a sarcastic little shit, and I love it. Now, I wasn't sure when we were gonna meet him, because I honestly would have thought I would have died a lot later in the game. You know, because I already know a bit of what's to come, but, me being the idiot I am, of course I died early. It's okay, Em. We'll make it. I'm sure we will. I might just have to pop a couple Red Bulls in me and we'll stay up all night. Or I'll stay up all night. I can't speak for you. So yeah, this is the part where it's just like, it's gonna be hard if you don't have the upgrade for double jumping after hitting objects. Okay, so whenever you see this room, this exact room, maybe the background and the pixels or the graphics are changed a little bit depending on area, but if you ever see a room with a save point, a doorway leading to the shop, and two of these, I don't know what to call them, two of those there, we're just gonna call them those, you know there's a boss coming up. So what you're gonna want to do, definitely, is go in and make sure you can't get any upgrades. For me, I can get the shuriken, which, why not? And he's gonna be able to chat with you one more time and talk to you about the level boss. So let's talk to him about it. Looks like you're almost at the end of this area. Did I forget to mention there's a giant leaf monster guarding the exit? I just love how the messenger is always quiet. Which I guess Ryu was in the original Ninja Gaiden? I'm not sure. I know the original Ninja Gaiden is famous for like being one of the first games to have cutscenes, essentially. And I think Ryu was quiet. I can't remember 100%. I've only, like I said, I've only watched Let's Plays of it. I have it on my Nintendo Classic, but haven't gotten around to it yet. You did. Haha, that look on your face. Don't worry, my dear adventurer. Leaf monsters only come out during a full moon. Oh, is it a full moon right now? Yes. Oh, that's... I didn't mean to... Well, good luck! And then he just leaves you off on that note. Alright, so we're gonna go fight a giant leaf monster. I've kind of forgotten this boss. I've already fought 3 or 4 bosses, so it's gonna take me a minute, I'm sure. Oh right, just duck and attack, just duck and attack. When he's naked, you just get to attack him a bunch. And he does this. Right, that's what that does. Okay. And I fell for it twice. Go me. And just like that, he's done. I think the first time I fought that boss, it took me 3 or 4 cycles, so I'm glad I killed him on 2 cycles. But, you know, very easy for a first boss. I'm sure the first boss in Ninja Gaiden isn't that easy. But then again, the major gripe, or the hardships of the original Ninja Gaiden, I know, is the platforming bits, the actual levels. Alright, let's go back and talk to the shopkeeper some more. I don't think I can get any upgrades. Yeah. Oh, I can. HP +1. Awesome. Alright, current area. Forlorn Temple, huh? That's a sad one. How so? Haven't paid much attention during history lessons, have you? Adventurer types rarely do. I get it. So the short of it is, that 4-headed monster who would have killed you earlier, if that cooler than you hero hadn't intervened, that's the Demon King. He brought his armies to the human realm many centuries ago and destroyed their stronghold, forcing them to retreat into hiding. And he's been sitting on their throne ever since. You mean this is all that's left of the human legacy? For what it's worth, I'm sorry. No way. I'll go and take that Demon King right now. You wouldn't be the first one to try. Well, I can't just stand by while some evil monster gloats over my people's misery. You're still too weak to consider taking on even his second-in-command. I'm going. I bet you can't even make it to the entrance without falling into the pit. Watch me! Oh, I will. Alright. Hold on 1 second. Alright. Any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a princess looking for a suitable husband. She sent an invitation to all neighboring princes, stating that the main trait she was looking for was sensitivity. Contenders came and went, attempting to pass her test. You will be my guest tonight, the princess would explain. All I need you to do is sleep on that pile of mattresses. The next morning, she would ask them how their night was. "I had the best sleep of my life," each would reply, confident that they had proved they didn't fear the dark, or that they would be easy guests. They were all promptly dismissed. One day, an especially sensitive prince reported that he couldn't sleep at all. "I don't know what was up with that pile of mattresses," he went on. "It looked comfortable enough, but when I laid on it, it was like I had a fork stuck in my kidney." They got married the next day. Oh, everyone knows that story. There was a pea underneath that pile, so that someone who's extremely sensitive wouldn't be able to sleep? Okay, then. That's... I don't know, a pea would just smush. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna try to make sense of it. Yes, but have you ever heard of what happened after? For the first few weeks, everything was amazing. The prince would always complain. Just the guy she asked for, but when the soup wasn't too hot, it's the cutlery that was too cold. When the music wasn't too loud, it was the paintings that were too uninspired. And then when the clothes weren't itchy, it was the poems were predictable. Until one day, just like that, it dawned on the princess that she was in a toxic relationship. Not only was her husband a drag, she had voluntarily picked him for that exact reason. It dawned on her that just like that, how this whole love story was nothing more than two people who were whose dysfunctions matched like puzzle pieces. I can't fucking talk tonight. I need that Red Bull. Incredibly humbled by regal standards, she realized that she was the only constant in all of her problems, delved into personal growth, then got a divorce. She lived happily ever after. The end. And then he just leaves it at that. Alright, before we start this area, I'm gonna go grab that Red Bull because, fuck, I need it. I need it to fucking speak and to fucking read. It's like my eyes are glazed over without it, I don't know, man. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. Red Bull consumed. We should be good to go. Hopefully. I say that and then end up watching my commentary turn out worse. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Hold on, we're having some issues. We're having some issues right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, for reals. For reals this time. Alright. Oh, this is the area with the falling platforms. That's right. Okay, so now we go into the catacombs. I forgot all about that. That's an area we technically can't access yet, and time to meet another main character.
Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead.
What kind of creature are you?
You never seen a phobican?
Phobican?
We are a tribe of builders, technically very hard-working, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear, which we are named after.
What's your name?
Necro.
Necro? So you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacombs?
Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I should really get back to work.
That voice fucked me. Alright, so yeah, this is the introduction of the bats. And the skeletons. But neither of them are, hard. I don't know. The bats can be a pain in the ass, because when you're jumping they might hit you, but that's sort of the second wind is going to be extremely useful. The skeletons are like, fuck, I'm not sure what the classic Mega Man characters are called, where, they're actually pretty slow moving, but when you step on the same platform or level, I don't know how to explain it. When you step on the same platform they're on, essentially, they're gonna start walking much faster. I can't remember what those Mega Man enemies are, but it's clearly inspired after them. That's the only thing that can make them a pain. Oh shit! I did not see that. Okay, there's instant death here. I forgot all about that. Man, that was painful to watch. Now, he doesn't really give us much more commentary, but he just always says something snarky after he dies, and occasionally really interesting facts saying, oh, I've taken this much money from you, or you have been crushed this many times. I don't know, it's a really neat... Like, I don't feel bad for dying. It's not aggravating when I get to see this guy. Not saying that I'm gonna intentionally kill myself for him, but, Okay, can I get more stuff? Yes, I can. I think you keep your, the same amount of gems you had when you die. So, I don't know. I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not, Emily. But yes, that is definitely how he should sound. Wimpy. Okay, I'm not gonna fall for that again. Okay, this one actually gave me some trouble my first time around getting. But no problems this time around. Just mash X and Y together. Oh, right, okay. So we're getting a slight sneak peek on this level's boss here. Not sure what his name is. I'm not sure if they ever really give them names. I know the shopkeeper called the last boss the leaf monster, but I don't know. That should be pretty amazing if that's his official name. But I somehow have a feeling that's not his name. I really must have not had many issues with these blocks last time around because I really don't remember them. Okay. I'm gonna grab a couple more gems. Alright. Now we're gonna go in here. Okay, so yeah, here's the chest that'll tell you... Yeah. How many power seals you need. You still need 44 power seals to open that. So I'm not sure if I missed any in the original file. And my worry is, since this plays like a classic game in a sense, that I'm not actually going to be able to go back to levels I've played before to get collectibles I've missed. I don't know about that. I'm hoping you'll be able to go back after you beat the game. You'll have like a level select. But I wouldn't mind 100%ing this game. Like, this is one of those games where no matter how hard it gets, I think I'm still going to enjoy it because it's so well done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Currents Master, the Underwater Dash. And we're going to chat about him. Hey, you made it to the catacombs. Okay, anything I should know? Not really. It's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons. And bats. Oh, evil wizards too? You bet a necromancer even took over. Spooky. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way. There are more original ones lined up. Alright, Demon King. Hey, how did that epic raid on the Demon King go? Did you manage to save the world and restore your people's honor? It's not fair, the bridge was in shambles. Well, we wouldn't have much of an adventure we wouldn't have much of an adventure if you faced off against the big villain right away, now would we? What do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic! Come on, you just asked! No, but I meant... Believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. Any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There was once a poor old lady who had nothing in life, save for a small shack and a pear tree. Hold on, let me chug this Red Bull before I read this. Alright, I'm feeling the buzz. Alright, let's do this. Her name was Madame Misery. Her whole family ate misery. What? Her whole family ate misery. I know you can't see it, but I have the blankest stare right now. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day, she was visited by a starving beggar who asked whether she had any food to spare. I still can't fucking speak! She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps of the tasteless broth she had simmering, and then invited him to help himself to a few pears. More Red Bull. Come on, this works for Rogue Legacy. Why isn't this working now? The beggar removed his cloak, revealing himself as a deity. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, that is two words that should not be together side by side, misery and generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Let me guess, she didn't want anything, and it's a moral about living frugally? Not a word I'm familiar with. No, this is good, let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree, so that it would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Next time went on, and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take it upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madame Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. I would like to eat one last pear from my tree, she said. Would you be kind enough to grab one for me? Death climbed into the tree and grabbed a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let Death out of that trap, and since then there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? What's the moral? Being selfish just justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know. It's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of Death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. That actually reminds me of that episode of Family Guy where Death sprains his ankle and can't kill Peter, and Peter has to go around killing people or something. I can't even remember. I just watched it like 3 weeks ago. Alright, I think the Red Bull's kicking in. It's taking a minute. Just like Viagra, it takes a minute. Not that I use it or anything. Oh boy, I got myself into a pickle with that comment. Ah! Come on, you got to learn to duck, mate. There's a huge spiky ball swinging around your head. You ain't no prostitute. You got to watch your head. You got to duck. Okay, so we got another medallion here. I can't remember if these are insta-death or if they just do a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Oh, Walkling. Fucking Walkling got me. It scared me. Alright. There's another medallion. Or power seal. Let's just continue on our merry way. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I fucked that up again. I fucked it up last time, too. Let's see if I can make the, platforms respawn. Fuck. I was stupid about that. And greedy. 63 time shards in, I'm feeling some acid reflex. Maybe swallowing them isn't a good idea. Oh. Alright. That's fine. That's okay. Everything's okay. Maybe this time I won't get hit by the big spiky ball. Ooh. Yeah, I don't need to get the power seal again because I died, just like last one. And I learned my lesson not to go in between the spiky chain ball things. I'm not gonna do it again. See, I haven't explained yet, because I haven't been using the shuriken. You can press triangle or, I guess it would be X on an Xbox controller to use your shurikens. You might notice in the top left corner you have blue stars, no, shards or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. That's basically your special meter. That's how many shurikens you use. I'm sure there's going to be things later on that take up more than 1 bar of whatever that's supposed to be. But for now, yeah, 1 shuriken equals 1 bar. And this is a point where the underwater dash is really useful. Continuing on, got some bats. This is the point where if you don't have your second wind, it's gonna hurt you a little bit, or even your double jump, your second jump after hitting a projectile or enemy. Get a refill on our magic shards. Yeah, dude, I really don't remember these for some reason. It's weird. You'd think I'd remember insta-death. I must have really not had a problem with them the first time around. Uh-oh. Oh, geez, that was close. Ah! Dang it. Oh, there's a health. Okay, there's a health drop right there. Alright, so now we're being introduced into the, I don't know what they would be called, sorcerers? You hit them once, they'll fall to the ground, stunned, and you just hit them again to kill them. Simple as that. I think, alternatively, a shuriken does kill them in 1 hit. Alright, so we get to see the Necromancer again, and he's gonna summon a bunch of the dead. And we get to see more of these guys. Fun! But, like I said, they're not too hard to fight. The only thing that throws me off about them is you can't attack their projectiles. Pretty much every other enemy I've met in the game so far, you can hit their projectiles, so it's a little off-putting. Oh, you can! I don't know how I was missing this the first time around. Ah, Jesus Christ. I missed one over there. You guys think I can get it? Nope! I suck. Pro tip, avoid the spikes. Thank you, thank you. Much needed pro tip. There's a health upgrade there. I guess it, I guess it's randomized? What's down here? Nothing. Ah! Tempting fate even more. Ah! Ah, damn it. Why do I suck all of a sudden? If all else fails, you could try jumping. I seriously, like I said, I'm only 2 hours into this game. I seriously hope he gets more screen time than what he's already been getting. Like, I hope there's some story that revolves around him. Maybe his backstory or something. I don't know. I just want more of, what's his face? I'm gonna play it safe here, and not rush. Ah! So what I'm starting to notice now is it seems like the chandeliers and everything, like all the inanimate objects that give you crystal shards, respawn, but the crystal shards from the enemies do not, which is odd. But I guess makes sense in a way. But I guess it, like, dying isn't a half bad way to grind shards? But I just got one from him, that's weird. I don't know then, I guess I'm wrong. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. That works. That works well, actually. Nice. All of a sudden, I don't trust myself with these spikes around. Oh! Remember, save point. Oh, jeez, I fucked that one up a little bit. But I mean, at least I don't have to deal with that chasing me now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, it's gonna crush me now. Alright, we're good. Ah, shit. Alright. I do remember dying in this room for a couple times. I think it was solely because of greed. Yeah, because I wanted to kill the dude on the opposite side for their gem. And ended up getting taken out by the spike ball. But we're not doing that today, because I know I'll probably die again. Ah! Speaking of death. Me not paying much attention. Sorry about the pain. But I can't pay myself back in death if death isn't confirmed. Ugh. What the hell is going on? This Red Bull is doing nothing for me. I do need to cash in my gems soon because I'm sitting at close to 250. Ah! Alright, let's not fall for that again. Perfect. Good shit, good shit. Alright, coming up on the next boss. The Necromancer I scarcely remember too. I don't think it's because he gave me many problems either. Alright, let's see. Enemies will sometimes drop a globe that restores 1 Kai charge. Or... enemies will sometimes drop a globe that restores 1 hit point. We're gonna do that. Alright. And we'll chat to him about the level boss. I believe you have reached the Necromancer's doorstep. Any advice? Very little is known about this villain. Okay, so no advice. Dodging anything that looks like evil magic would be a good start. Wow, great help. Well, I also recommend looking at my inventory for any useful upgrades. I really appreciate all the support. Look, the Necromancer is a newcomer. All we know for now is that he plans on taking over the world with his undead army. All we know? Sorry, I meant all I know. I'm totally on my own here. Alright, let's do it. We got 69 gems. Just the perfect amount. And with this army of undead, everyone will soon feel my mighty Ruxton. Ahem! What now? We have a visitor. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. Just when you think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now say something threatening and try not to embarrass us like you did the last time. Oh, I've been practicing. Watch this. Turns out he's a little dude. Ahem.
Who dares to enter my lair? Uh-oh. Is that the messenger?
Looks like it.
What do we do?
Steal the scroll, of course.
Good plan. On God, face the mighty of Ruxton the Great.
I couldn't figure out a fucking voice for him. Oh right, I remember this one. Hit him once, he does this. You can either throw a shuriken at him or just slash at him, and then when he's on the ground, hit him a bunch. Oh shit. I think I can throw a shuriken while he's doing this, but I'm gonna chance it. Okay, and this one you just want to use the moving platform for protection. I'm remembering this boss now. These bosses are very unique and I love them. I don't think I can hit that. Oh, I can. I can just run forward and slash. No, I do think I died from him once. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. And that's the boss.
I yield.
Wait, I don't.
It's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves.
Any suggestions, then? I'm listening.
I don't know, just something else.
Like what?
Introspection will be a good start. What has all this brought us, really?
Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil.
Oh yeah? How are you going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you?
Well, I could... Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's settled then. Carry on, messenger. We promise not to cause the world any harm. So this is what I love about the bosses that I've fought so far in this game. Slight spoiler, but they all come to realize that their evil ways aren't the way to do things. Or they're just generally misunderstood. I love that about the bosses, because after you beat them, they kind of like reflect on their actions, and they're like, wait, I'm not doing the what's right, you know? That's a pretty neat thing, because we just fight bosses, they die, and then we're like, okay, they're dead, who cares? They're pretty faceless in a way. Like, you're right, I'm sure you remember the sheer image of them, or their attack patterns, or whatever, but you don't remember them for who they really are. And that's kind of deep. I love what the messenger did with this. Okay, it's this one. So in this level we have doors. Doors that you have to hit these little switches, and they're essentially timed. They only stay open for so long, and you have to get through them before they close. Be forewarned, you can be crushed by these doors. Alright, let's go talk to the shopkeeper. Oh, doesn't look like an upgrade yet. Let's chat. Current area, Bamboo Creek. That must be a sight for sore eyes after your trek in the catacombs. Sure is. Do make the best of it. This place is as close to a day off as you'll get in this adventure. I'll try, I just didn't know something so cheerful existed. Heh, I guess that says more about your mindset than about the world. Let's talk about time shards. What are these crystals I'm collecting? So you're a touch the unidentified magic object first and ask questions later kind of guy. They're time shards. I can use them to augment your abilities. How does it work? Exactly the way we have been doing it so far. You select what you want and give me the required amount of shards so I can do my thing. I meant the spell itself. It's complicated, but I'm curious, and I'm busy. Do you have any stories to share? Of course I do, but now is not the time. Why not? You're in Bamboo Creek. This is as sunny as it gets in this here cursed world. So I suggest you take the opportunity to play outside. Bye now. And just like that, he shoos us off. But that's okay. We don't need him. We're gonna go play outside with these little midget monsters. Another new addition to this area is the running water. It's running water. There's nothing special about it in this game. It's a current, you know, it'll push you one way or another, depending on which way the water is flowing. Pretty simple stuff. And I guess the small little midget guys are new, as well as the doors, as I've mentioned. Oh yeah, and those floating guys. They actually move like the Medusa heads in Castlevania, which is another game I've played very little of, but I'm very aware of their movements because I'm pretty sure I got to like the second or third stage in that game before quitting. I don't think I actually got a game over. I just stopped playing for some reason. But they move like the Medusa heads, so you really need to have the second wind ability at this point in the game. If you do not, you're gonna have a bad time, kid. But they're pretty simple to beat. Just one hit. They're actually pretty, in my opinion, they're helpful. They're more of a helpful feature more than a hindrance, or less, not as much as a hindrance. They're more helpful than they are a hindrance. Now this guy, I actually forgot this guy existed, and he's probably gonna kill me in a second here because I don't remember his movements. But he'll charge at you. He'll warp and charge at you and then disappear. I don't think I beat him last time either, but that's okay. Alright, these are grassy. They're like a mixture of piranha plants and fuck, what's the enemy called in Mario? Pokies. They're like a mixture of piranha plants and Pokies. Except instead of their head being the weak point, it's usually the glowing pink dot on their chest or wherever. It always varies, but just hit it and they'll die in one hit. Their height also differs, which is pretty neat. But in my eyes, it's basically an enemy that's inspired off both piranha plants and Pokies. Mostly Pokies. Alright. 249 power shards. Let's see what we can upgrade. Alright, we'll do this because it's the only thing we can do. Alright, continuing on. Ah, shit. Okay. I'm sorry I'm starting to get quiet at this point, it's just the soundtrack is so good. So good. If I remember correctly, you can pretty much get through this part by just ducking and hitting. I actually want to go down and kill that guy, but... Okay. Ah! Those guys are tricky, but I don't think we see them too often. At least not in the first 2 hours of gameplay. Ah! So yeah, as you can tell, this level pretty much is completely based around the wheels. Just spin them, get your platform, open the door, whatever you gotta do. And, you know, simple enough. Okay, so I remember this checkpoint. I did actually die a couple times here, and I'm trying to remember why. Not in this part, but on the next screen. I'm trying to remember what was so difficult about it. Oh right, it was this part. Okay. Yeah, this was the quote-unquote tricky part. Ah, no, 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 no! Ah. Well, that's not why it was tricky, but... Oh, hi, I'm Quirble's co-worker, Quibble. Apparently, I just had to see the face you make when you fall in a pit. Priceless indeed. Okay. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Ooh, 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 ooh. Good to know I'll be safe with that, but I'm not gonna tempt fate any more than I already have. Alright, so down here is a secret. And this is what killed me so many times, because I actually screwed up the timing on this quite a bit. So as you see, the wheels in this scenario, they open 2 doors. And you have to have your timing perfect, because if not, you're either going to get crushed by the spikes, crushed by the platform, not be able to make it in time and get stuck with the spiked platform, or you're going to get crushed by the door. Uh-oh. Fuck, just like that. Just like that. Sticking to the wall fucked with me so much with this. No, I don't want to take a selfie with you. You're the only reason why I'm okay with dying, my friend. I know I missed the full health, and I'm an idiot for it. Fuck. Hey, I'll be visiting the shopkeeper later. Should I grab something to reduce spike damage for you? My dumbass not... God fucking damn it. Alright, I'm not gonna jump into the pit anymore. I actually take the platform like a normal person, and almost fall in the pit while trying to take the platform. Oh. Come on, I'm half decent at this game, I swear I am. Maybe not as good as the next guy, but I can get shit done. Oh, huh? Okay. We've died like 3 times trying to get here. Let's not die on the simple part. Or the puzzle part. There we go. It's another power medal. And... Ugh! I just feel obligated to kill everything and get all the things, you know? Uh-oh. Okay, so this takes us back to the last area. If we didn't take that shortcut to the, or that secret, this is where we would have climbed up to. And I'm just climbing down to get the extra power shards, which I think is how I died in past, my past playthrough. So, way to go me for repeating life's mistakes. I keep going to the left here. Basic premises of every platformer. Just keep going to the left. I can't go up anymore. Oh, Jesus. Oh, right. Okay. I want that. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, another shopkeeper. Now, you might think there's a level boss coming up, but contrary to belief... So I guess the boss is up next? A boss in Bamboo Creek? That's a good one. Well, with the layout, you know, perfectly centered gates, symmetrical lanterns, no scrolling, I just thought, look, you're perfectly free to hallucinate patterns and try to make sense of them, but I believe I told you this place was like your day off. So? Well, would you fight a boss on your day off? Exactly. So, there is no boss in this level. Like, seriously. And it's fucking weird, because, you know, as the messenger pointed out, it's perfectly symmetrical. And there's even like a little area coming up for a boss. like a perfect, like a battlefield, you know? If memory serves, at least. But instead, they just give us some power shards, and here's a boss room. With no boss. It's weird as fuck. Anyway, we go into the Howling Grotto now. I think this is going to be the last area of the night. We're going to fight the boss here and call it. So let's see. I'm trying to remember this area. I think it's just... I don't know why, this cave area kind of blends in. Okay, yeah, I remember this area now. This is where things start to get a little bit challenging, but not too much not too challenging. Oh, we get another free upgrade. I fell into a pit. That you did. That gap is way too wide, there's no way I can make the jump. This reminds me of a story. A long time ago, warriors of the Squirrel Clan invented a way to soar through the skies, touching a freedom humans could seldom dream of. Some would mistake them for gods. Incredible. Yeah, whatever. Here's a wingsuit. And we got the wingsuit! Press and hold A while airborne to glide, which is X for me, deploy over geysers and to fly upwards. Can I upgrade it all? No siree, but we're close. Let's chat. The wingsuit. Thanks for the wingsuit. You bet. Don't forget to try it out by pressing and holding A while airborne. Why was it free and not the other upgrades? Because it was mandatory to your progression. You can't save the world if you're stuck in a pit. Will there be more freebies in the future? There's only one way to find out, no, isn't there? What do you mean? I mean you should carry on with your quest while letting your heart know for sure. While letting your heart know for sure that this here cursed world and its inhabitants have a lot of surprises left in store for you. Welcome to the Howling Grotto. Do people live here? Some cave-dwelling creatures used to a long time ago. They built structures from the streams of emerald running through a rock and believed the wind was the breath of a god. Anything I should know? Not really, other than it's gliding time! Well, that wingsuit I gave you? Yeah? Sorry, I don't have enough contextual data. I meant to say something that would make sense regardless of whether you already used the wingsuit to ride the wind tunnels. You're being awkward now. What's wrong with you? I gave you something that virtually lets you fly and you'd rather stay here and chat? Alright, any stories to share? Is this the one I'm remembering? This actually might be my favorite one. Yes, I like this one. There was once a king who had a pretty rough time managing his emotions. Experiencing nothing but extremes, he would always feel either too excited or too depressed, which caused him never to get anything done. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promising it would make him sad when he is happy and happy when he is sad. It worked like a literal charm, and the kingdom became very prosperous as a result. When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all. But how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you're happy and happy when you're sad? Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep. I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale. Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. Oh, I fucking love the shopkeeper, dude. He might be my favorite character in a video game ever, I swear to God. I fucking love him to death. Dude, okay, so now in this level we have not only the wingsuit and geysers that have air pressure, you know, spitting up, but we also have stalactites to worry about, just hanging from the ceiling. Like most stalactites in video games, they're gonna fall. That's weird looking. They're gonna fall when you walk under them. But you can actually slash them and break them, get rid of them. So that's all good and fine. It's actually really helpful to do so that you're not, you know, you can rush right on by them and be fine. But you don't want to get stuck and end up, you know, I don't know, have one falling on top of you. Okay. I did die here quite a few times, so... Oh god! Okay, that was a close one. I didn't get all the shards, but that's okay. If you really want to go for that completionist route, which you don't need to do this for completion, but if you really want to go through back through all of this again, you can just take this geyser right here that's spitting wind and go back up there. Alright, so now the golems. I swear those guys remind me of something from another game. I just can't remember what. Oh, right, they remind me of the charging chucks from Super Mario World, but they're the ones that have a shovel, and they will pick up rocks, or they'll dig up rocks. I think they're in like the later levels of Super Mario World. That's what they remind me of. Except these guys aren't as bad. Honestly, they were really annoying in Super Mario World. Especially in the level where you could get Yoshi, and you'd have a secret exit with Yoshi if you managed to take Yoshi all the way to the end of the level. Which was hard to do because there was molten lava everywhere and very small platforms to stand on. Meaning you would have had to not do a Yoshi Abandon. Classic Yoshi Abandon. Oops. Alright. So now these saws have evolved. They're no longer just underwater. They're now above water. They're, you know, everywhere now. No one is safe from the saws of destruction and doom. Ah, I'm so lame. Okay. Alright. Do. Easy peasy. Okay, whoopsie daisy. I swear that's a secret right there, but I can't, you know, hack through it. Alright, we have, I think we have enough to get an upgrade now. Okay, so yeah, now... Okay, so this is a Kai charge +1 and shurikens now pierce targets. So now we can throw 4 shurikens with 1 full gauge, which is awesome. Now we have another one of these, but now with a sorcerer firing at us. I want to kill him real quick. Oh, you can't attack him underwater. I want to go back up though, so I can get the rest of the things. There we go. I'll take that, thank you. Oh wait, that's... I don't know what that is. That's weird. Whoa, what did I die from? What did I die from? That's weird. I'm not a fan. I'm especially not a fan that I have to go back through this section, grab all these crystals, and not really get any of them. Fuck you. Listen, man, I like you, but can you just get bored and go away? I want to keep my my crystal shards. I was just trying to go back up to get this health right here. But you know, that clearly didn't work out in my favor. I ended up dying and not being able to get these shards a second time. Okay, so these guys are new. Just a simple slash will do them in. I don't know really what to say about them. They just go around in a circle. They'll stay to the platform. They won't go off the beaten path. They won't speed up or slow down. They can just, in general, be a minor inconvenience. That's about it. Whoops. I can't just... It's weird, I can't slash now while using the wingsuit. Although I should be used to the wingsuit, I'm not. But on the bright side, we're almost eligible for another upgrade. These upgrades, you're able to get super quick, which at first made me a little worried that the game is short. Especially considering, I think after like this world or this level, maybe the one after, I can't remember. I think he'll outright say, "Oh, I'm near the mountain," you know, to deliver the scroll, but clearly something else is going to happen. So I don't know. Regardless, I'm just glad this game isn't super short, according to how long to beat. I think it's at about 15 hours. So it's a good lengthy game. Or I might be confusing that with ukulele because I just started that last night, but that's beside the point. I do remember it saying at least like 9 hours or something. It's rather lengthy. Alright. So like I said, we're gonna beat this boss and we're gonna stop playing this for the stream. Alright, wingsuit attack. Press X while gliding with the wingsuit to attack downwards, or HP plus 1. We're gonna do HP plus 1. Alright, let's chat. Level boss. Well, I hope you're up for a challenge. Why? Because something big is up next. What? Well, let's just say you're about to fight someone who understands the best defense is a good defense. Who? I wish I could tell you. Anyway, your 3 questions are up. Carry on. Since when is there a 3-question rule? Hey, that's 4 now. Alright. First time I played this, him saying that the boss was challenging actually frightened me a little bit, but spoiler, the boss isn't too challenging. I say that, but I don't really remember who the boss is. Okay, yeah. He is a little challenging, actually, because I did die quite a few times for him, but I learned his movements rather quickly and his tells. So first off, you're going to notice he's just going to lift one foot up, you're going to go under the foot, swing at the shiny thing, rinse and repeat. I always recommend going towards the right leg first, because that'll open sooner. But if you can't, that's okay, you just have to have a little patience. Go under the leg, slash bit. And eventually, wind is going to show up on the sides, and you slash at its mouth. You're going to see spikes starting to come up, or crystals, so you're going to be careful. I timed that horribly. Okay, so you're going to see a slight... this is new, and I have to concentrate for it. I can't really explain it. It's going to do a quick little 2 stomps, and if it does that, it's going to mean you're going to want to go left and start, you know, get out of the way of it. I'll show it when it happens again next time. Like here, you're just going to go left. It's going to come towards you gradually. Of course, I get hit by it every time, though. And eventually it's going to get to a point where only one leg is going to lift up for the wind, so you have to go to that one side. Both of them are going to do that. And they will both attack gradually. Ah, I fucked it up. And then he's just going to stomp so much that he causes the floor cave in. But luckily, it's going to cause breeze, and we can use the wingsuit, and this is where it gets pretty cool. We just throw shuriken at him over and over again, and win. Except, you know, I don't have Kai charge. It doesn't take that many hits to kill, you just want to make sure you don't fall into the pit. Because I didn't do that, but I'm sure it's going to be guaranteed an insta-kill. I mean, why wouldn't it? It's a pit, this is a platformer. I just have a hard time aiming at him. You can slash at him too, alternatively, but I took a little too many hits than I would have liked to. What do you mean he looks like hell, though, Em? He doesn't, look, he isn't that bad. Like, thanks for destroying my golem! Well, you attacked first. What are you talking about? I've been digging through these caverns for centuries, and you just randomly engaged! No way! No way! You know what? Fair enough. I see how you could have thought I was a threat. I guess my survival instincts kicked in a little too fast. I understand, it's all good. Look, I'm sorry I destroyed your golem, okay? Don't worry about it. I mean it, I'm sorry. It's alright, honest mistake. So, how do I get out of here? Oh, I'll just the win for you. Good luck on your quest. This is what I'm saying. I fucking love the bosses in this game. They gave them personality. They're not just a big scary monster. Most of them will realize their wrongs, or they're just completely misunderstood, and you're gonna talk it out at the end. I love what the messenger did with the bosses in this game. I love that. You can leave using the wind tunnel again. You can leave using the wind tunnel. Again, I don't mind our misunderstanding. And the sad part is we fly up, and the cutscene's gonna go down to him, and we see this. He looks up, and then he starts crying because we destroyed his golem, and I legitimately feel bad about this. Poor guy. And then we go to the Quill Shroom Marsh, which is where we're gonna end this game. Not end the game, but we're gonna stop playing for now. We're gonna, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go play a half-decent game, like One Finger Death Punch. Let me go on intermission and figure it out. I'll be right back, guys. Alright then, we're gonna call it here. I'm not really feeling One Finger Death Punch. It's, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I don't really want to go from a fucking masterpiece to a totally bleh game, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, we're gonna call it here. Next stream will most likely be... I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a stream tomorrow, but we'll see how it works out. I'll keep it updated on Twitter. I want to do another Messenger stream, but I also do want to play a little bit on my own time to stay ahead of the stream. So I want to play blind on my own time, but I do want to do a second playthrough on stream. So yeah, One Finger Death Punch, I don't know. I kind of want to just say, okay, I've had my fill of the game. It's going on a little too long now. I think I've played it for 2 hours now, and How Long to Beat says it's 6.5 hours. Or something like that. I think it's going on for a little too long. It's a little too repetitive at this point. It's fun. It's certainly fun. But just right and left clicking the mouse with various modes is all there really is to it. So I don't know. I downloaded a lot of free Twitch games from Twitch Prime the past week, and I have Hyper Light Drifter, which I heard is an amazing game. I haven't watched gameplay for it yet. I've seen a couple reviews, just, you know, skipped over them to see what the gameplay was like, and it looks like something I'd like. And I've also been thinking about, so we'll do that. We might be dropping One Finger Death Punch. I don't know yet. And we might just be adding on Rogue Legacy. I think I want to start a second file on Rogue Legacy. So I think I'm just going to download the Steam app, because I actually have Rogue Legacy downloaded 2 different ways. I have the physical copy of it, so I downloaded it from the disc. That's what's currently on my computer for the Let's Play. And I'm currently doing that. I'm currently using that like form of it for the Let's Play, but I think I want to download the Steam version, because the Steam download code came with the physical copy as well. It's the collector's edition, the Steelbook. And I think I'm going to download... Yeah, I'm repeating myself now because I'm looking through some files, but I'm going to download the Steam version for the achievements, more than likely. And we might do some of that. So right now it's just the Messenger. We're going to be... I don't know about One Finger Death Punch. We might be throwing in Hyper Light Drifter and Rogue Legacy into the mix soon. But, yeah, that's it. For anyone following the YouTube videos, I'm going to be doing Wednesday schedules now. I think I'm going to be doing like 5 o'clock schedules. I think they're going to be scheduled for that. Yeah, 5 o'clock sounds good. It's going to be 1 video a week. And, yeah, should be a good time, I guess. Anything else? I guess not. Alright. Meanwhile, I fuck around with the... Alright, that's it for now, guys. I will most likely see you tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at my save file for the Messenger and figure that out. See you guys then.